Now stay tuned for PTG TV's Pulse on America, where we bring you the latest in educational, consumer, sports, and business information that's right for your lifestyle.
Welcome to this edition of Pulse on America. I'm Wayne Stavsky. Approximately 70% of the Earth's fresh water is locked inside its polar ice caps. It is estimated that trillions of cubic meters of this polar ice break off into icebergs and drift into warmer waters where they melt away. For one Canadian company, this resource has turned into a booming enterprise. Here to tell us more is David Hood, Senior Vice President of Iceberg Vodka Corporation. David, welcome to the program.
Pleasure to be here, Wayne.
Why go through all the trouble of breaking chunks off an iceberg? Why not simply tow it to your facilities and cut it up there?
Well, for years, people have toyed with the idea of towing icebergs to where they need fresh water. It's just simply impractical. These icebergs are absolutely huge. You have no idea how large they really are. Now, you can imagine that this iceberg is minus 30 degrees Celsius, and you take it to a warm air environment. The fog it creates alone is going to be a hazard to marine shipping. Now, let's talk about what happens next, too. As the iceberg melts, the water becomes less salty, which is a danger to marine life. Not to mention the hazards it's going to cause and the havoc with the reefs and etc. as it goes through and it breaks up the ground as it's being towed. It's simply something that we just can't do today.
Is there a danger of over-harvesting?
Well, Wayne, every year, trillions upon trillions of cubic meters, and 1 cubic meter of ice is about 1 ton, are released by both the North and South Pole. About 30 years ago, a piece about 15 times the size of Manhattan broke away from the South Pole. Well, that's enough fresh water for all of Washington, D.C. for 30 years. No, there is no threat that we're going to overharvest icebergs.
Throughout the area off the coast of Newfoundland, known as Iceberg Alley, giant icebergs dot the seascape. Encased inside these mammoth chunks is snow that fell to Earth 12,000 years ago, clear and pristine with no impurities. This pure resource is harvested for the main ingredient used to make iceberg vodka. How dangerous is the harvesting?
When it comes to iceberg harvesting, you really have to know what you're doing. You get a giant iceberg that you can just flip over with the touch of a finger. You don't want to be anywhere near that if it comes crashing down on your boat or swamping your vessel. So we actually collect the small pieces, the bergy bits that fall off. They're manageable, 1 to 3 ton pieces, and that's what we bring back to our facilities in Newfoundland and Labrador for processing.
How do you ensure that the water you get from these icebergs is pure?
Well, we do a couple of things. First, at the source itself, we actually test the iceberg for conductivity, measuring any contamination, and if it doesn't meet our needs, we don't use it. Then when we get these pieces of ice back to our facility, we control the melting process, ensuring that no outside impurities get into the water, and we measure them in parts per quadrillion again to ensure absolute purity.
Here in Iceberg's facility, the pure iceberg water is carefully blended with a pure grain alcohol made from Canadian sweet corn. The blend is triple distilled to make the vodka even purer. This results in a spirit with a taste that's so smooth and clean, it was ranked the best vodka in the world by Tasters Guild International and Wine Access magazine. Now, in addition to the vodka, you also bottle and sell the water itself, correct?
Correct. People today are very conscious of what's in the market. They want a water that's pure. They want to know that it hasn't been exposed to any impurities. And what we at Iceberg offer is a water that's been locked away for 12,000 years. It's totally pure, no man-made contaminants, no carcinogenics. That's what we offer them, and it tastes great.
Has the water been a hot seller?
Really, it's been fantastic. People are very aware. They're very health conscious today. Did you know that by the time your body registers it's thirsty, you've actually dehydrated yourself 1%? Drinking water is part of a healthy diet. It helps control your weight. It gives you energy. Next time you're feeling tired in the afternoon, just have a bottle of Iceberg. I promise you, you'll feel a lot better.
And if you'd like to learn more about Iceberg water and Iceberg vodka, you can visit their websites at www.icebergwater.com or icebergvodka.com or admiralimports.com. You can also call Admiral Imports at 800-582-9463. Thank you for joining us today on Pulse on America. I'm Wayne Stavsky.